Hey YouTube, this is Andrea here, and welcome to part 7 of our 6x6 mini album using Nature Garden by Prima Marketing. And as you can see, we're going right through what's in this paper pad. We have used quite a bit. Alright, and we have also used quite a bit of our journaling cards, so that's good too. Okay, so we're working on this page. This is the last page we did. So far I have a pocket in here, and the pocket I made, I used a die cut. Here we go, and there's the die cut. I got it with this kit from HSN, and throughout this particular page I used this die cut, and then this die cut. This die cut was for here. I think it turned out really pretty. So those are the two die cuts I used. Alright, so I got my pocket down. I have a magnet here. I have a page that is going to go here. I can give you the size of this pocket. It is in inches, 6. And then you got to give a little for the die cut. So 6 by 5.5. That's how big the pocket is. And then this is a flip I made that's going to go right here. And it is 6 1/4 by 6. So 6 1/4 by 6. Excuse me. Then I made another flip that goes on top of this flip here. So that's what that looks like. And this flip, it is 4 3/4 by 6. Okay, and then there's magnets on that flip, and then of course a magnet here. I'm going to go ahead and finish putting this down. Remove the tape backing. A little bit of glue. Okay. Alright. Turn it this way, because I like to be able to see that score line there before, because I don't want to accidentally go over the score line. So I'm going to flip that off. Oh. Okay, press that down. Open our flip, just like so. Get rid of any excess glue. Alright, so now we have this flip here, and then this flip here in a pocket. So I really love that. I'll put this here so that you can see how that kind of. Now we are off to the paper, and I am going to work on the inside first, because that's going to be a little easier than the other page. So I have that for there, and this is the pocket, and then this is the inside for here. Okay, So let's put this on first. And we know if we have to insert something into a pocket, then you're going to want to put some wet glue on your paper so that it slides easy and you can get it to the spot that you need to get it to without it sticking before you want it there. So that's the whole purpose of this particular move I'm making. All right. There we go. Get her in there. Make sure I'm not too close to that score line. And that's it. Perfect. Clean up my glue. Okay. All right, now I have to remove the backing of this tape. And then I could put the cover for the pocket on. And I'm gonna go by, let's get some of this glue pushed back. Okay. Go by the edge up here because I want that black to show through, but I also want to make sure I get the whole page on here like that. Perfect. Okay, and this is a journaling spot as well, so they can write what's inside this pocket. They can write down what it is. Okay, we'll remove the backing off of this one. Not our tag, our paper. Get our paper ready. Gotta fold that glue down because it will get everywhere if you don't. Again, I'm going with the edge up here. That gives us another journaling spot. Okay, now I have a piece for here and then a piece for here. So we'll get those on. Perfect. And that still opens good. So I didn't get too close to the score line on that one. I love that, the contrast. And then we have our dark purple. Get this up to that line. Perfect. And then we're gonna, look how cute that is. Then we're going to open this up and we have a journaling spot for this side. Perfect. And then we have paper for this side. I don't have paper for this side, so we get to pick one. And we have blue here. And just about anything goes with blue. Like this would go really well. This would too. But I'm thinking this one would be the great one to use. Okay, so we have to cut up to that score line here, and then we have the top to cut away from. I'll cut that real quick. Alright, then let's ink her up. Okay. Now I'm going to run her through my Xyron. And since I have a little bit of extra space, I'm going to take some of my the pieces that I have as scrap, and I'm going to run those through with it. That way, if I need them again, I'll have the scraps already taped up. That way there's no waste of your tape. Hang on to those because you never know when you might need some scraps to fill in a spot. Now we can cover up this area. This way, gotta have our little fairy girl. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Okay, that closes there. Now we have this piece here, which I did cut out in ink and already taped up. And this was a scrap as well. So I thought, why not use up my scraps for these little areas here. Okay, that's perfect. And then I made this little lady, and I want her to sit right here. I got this off of Pinterest, and I just printed her out. And the die I used to cut around her was this die here, this piece here. And this you can get on eBay. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dies in that set. And that one was $3, which is very inexpensive. If you know how much dies cost, that is like dirt cheap. Okay, and we'll put our lady here in the middle. I love it. Love it, love it. So we have our flip here, and we have a pocket. And for the pocket, I have a tag. So we just need to put that tag together. It's got extra glue on here. If you have that kind of glue string, just erase it off. I have 2 tags, and they're journaling tags. Over, put this one on. This one, I put it in the Xyron a little crooked, so I have to add a little glue here to the edge, because that's where I missed putting the Xyron tape on there. Alright. Clean up our glue here. You can feel where it's really sticky if you were unable to get it folded. Alright, then I have my butterfly corner punch that I would like to use on this, and let's hope it can get through all this. because usually I have issues, but it looks like we're going to be okay. Yeah. Perfect. Just want to clean that up. And now we can put our tag in our pocket. Like so. Perfect. I love it. And then on this side, we have a journaling spot and a photo mat. I think that's turned out really pretty. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you would like more information or have any questions, please feel free to leave them down below. I will be glad to get back to you. I am done with this now, but for those of you who want to watch, I am going to go ahead and show you how to put this particular piece together. Okay, so we'll be right back. Okay, guys, so this is how you put together this flip and this flip. We're going to cut it. We're going to go straight from the beginning to the end on how to do this. First, you have to have your size. So we know it has to be 6 inches wide because we're working on a 6x6 mini album. So you'll cut your 8.5 by 11 down to 6. Then I'm going to pretend, I think I can use this one. No. Then I'm just going to use a different blank page. Then you want to take your paper and you want to score it. Sorry for the shaking. I have tools next to my camera. I need to learn how to put them somewhere else. Let's see here. We're going to score it at 1/2 inch. You can score it at 1/4 inch if you want. I scored it at 1/2 using 1/2 inch tape. And then when I'm using my 1/4 inch tape, I'll score it at 1/4 inch. But there's my score. Now I'm using this page. Let me get a bigger piece of paper here, because this is my base page. So now I want to make sure I'm at the score line of the base page and a little bit up, just a little tiny bit away from the score line. Then I'm going to mark the very edge like so. So there's the very edge of my paper. Instead of cutting it, I'm going to use my die cut, and my die cut is going to cut it for me. So let's move that. Get some tape. I just use, this is washi tape that never gets used, so now it's getting used. Okay. Put another piece over here. Alright, now I'm going to run this through my spellbinder machine. Alright, as you can see, we have cut right through. So I'm just going to lift up, there we go, on to get my die out. I'm not worried about this side for the tape. It can actually stay on that side. But this side, it has to come off, because we don't want any lumps or bumps underneath the decorative paper. Okay. Now I have to cut to these die cut like that. Like so. So now I have this particular one done. Then you can take your scrap that you cut off and you can measure how far over you want this particular lip to go opposite. So for instance, I'm gonna score at 1/4 of an inch, but before I do that, I'm going to cut this bottom piece off because I don't need it. Alright. Now I'm going to score at 1/2 inch. Not 1/4 inch. I think I said 1/4 inch earlier. Still got 1/4 inch on the brain. Now that I have that up there, I can bring this over and you can say self. Do I want to put this much and then decorate this and then decorate a centerpiece and then decorate this? It's up to you. You can put this all the way up to here and leave a gap with an edge. So it's up to you. I want to go a little over so that when I die cut it, it will go right to that area. And what I'm going to do here is just take mark it all the way down. That way when I go to put this back on, I know where it goes. Okay, and here I could go ahead and tape down my die. And we're going to die cut this one. And what I may do is go ahead and throw this page at the end of the book. We'll see. That, or I could put it in a totally different book. Alright. Then I'm going to run this through the spellbinder machine again. Okay. This. Pull this up and off. Now I'm going to cut this one. Okay. And look how perfect that turned out. So that's how you put together that flip and this flip. What you do from here on out is, you know, your decorating and how your placement. What you want to do if you decide to do this particular page is make sure to have your decorative paper attached to this and then die cut it. Then use your die cut machine and die cut them together on the same die. That's what I would normally do, and then it gives you the paper, the decorative paper, plus the base paper. Okay, I hope that was helpful, and I'm glad for those of you who stuck around to learn about this particular page. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Have a great one. Bye.